And tape this now. Okay.
Recording on that thing?
Not yet, no. It's on though. I know. It's everything's close. Making the world crooked.
Hey everybody, we're here on the Clearwater yet again. On screen today, we're passing the Palisades, getting ready to go underneath the George Washington Bridge. This is Liam. He's going to climb Aloft, as well as another crew member, Anna. And they're going to go up our shrouds and give you guys the experience of heading up there with them on their live cameras. Liam's got a harness on, 2 points of contact when he's up there at all times, and we have a climbing line that we use as we climb aloft. So there may never be a point where Liam is not attached and safe. So without further ado, here we go.
Yeah. All right.
Laying aloft, port and starboard side.
Laying aloft, port and starboard side.
Starboard side. Up and out of my way.
Sure. These shrouds are bouncier than I thought they would be. So, everybody listening, this is actually my first time climbing Aloft on Clearwater. I've been Aloft on other ships, but the shrouds were much wider and a little less shaky. So this is a little bit exciting, but I wouldn't say scary. I don't know if you guys can see down. I'll lean forward a little bit. Can you see anything when I do that, Kat? Okay. So I can see down onto our messy deck box that needs to probably be cleaned up. I can see MJ on bow watch. Got our videographer, Michael, down there looking up at me. Okay. I don't know if you can see straight in front of me, like between the sail and the mast, but Liam is a more apt climber than I am, so he's already higher than me. And I'm gonna keep heading up. So the ropes I'm putting my
Topsail coming by.
are called ratlins. And the tarred bits right here, I don't know if you can see my hands. The tarred bits where I'm putting my hands, those are called shrouds. Running up our shrouds, we actually have some cables here, which are used for different things, like our radios and stuff like that. I don't know if you can see up. We're coming up under the bridge. Hi, Mom. I hope you're watching. I'm sure this makes you nervous. Thanks, Kat. You can see in front of me, the mast has those big kind of wooden rings around it. We call those mast rings. Those attach to the sail. They keep that sail Spread out to catch as much wind as possible. So part of the rigging that's kind of cool to see from aloft that I normally wouldn't get to see aloft. If we look at, you can maybe see they kind of look like fluffy things on these black lines that run down the sail. Those are called baggy wrinkles, and those are to keep the
Never been up to
sail
the top of that before.
cables there. On the other side, I don't know if you can see up. Liam, can you turn so they can see the topsail being set? Above me, the topsail is going up. So that's our highest
And how
sail.
my
It has
pass is holding up.
signature Clearwater sunburst on it. So the crew below on deck has been raising that sail as I've been climbing here. This piece in front of me is actually the gap. So I'm at the top of the mainsail right now. And this is the gap. This is the boom is at the very bottom of the mainsail, and the gap is at the top of it. So I'm at the top of the mainsail right now. Can't tell. Is Cat shouting up at us, Liam?
No, she's just chatting to me.
Oh, okay.
I guess there's something wrong with my phone.
All right. So here we are at what's called the cross trees. I'm trying to lean back so you can see here. There are these white pieces of wood above me. So this is pretty high. We have oh, I see. You got yours off. Awesome. Hi.
I don't know which one of us is recording or they're showing. I don't know how to spell that.
Okay. We turn towards the city.
Looks great, great. So, you want to pass above the cross trees.
Okay.
Bring the yellow line up as far as it goes.
Okay.
And then you can use your gray lanyard.
Gray lanyard.
And you can try to go straight. Say again? Okay, great. I'm just talking Anna through how to get up to the cross trees. But yeah, so you can try to go straight up through between the 4.5 cross trees and between these metal things, the buttock shrouds.
Okay.
Or if you want to be adventurous, you can try to climb
these
around
things are the puttock shrouds?
those things are the puttock shrouds, yeah.
So I can go between there.
You can go between them.
Or I can go around it. Huh?
Yeah, and just some people prefer to go between them. I have a lot of stuff on my harness. I like to go around the outside.
Yeah.
But
and being with the camera on it might be easier to go around it, but
yeah.
I don't know. As if I'm at the same time, I feel like I'm a little less agile because I have the camera attached to me. So.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, then I would recommend going to the middle if you're feeling less agile. But
yeah. Okay.
So, but lead your gray lanyard up between the futtock shrouds and go around the cross trees, either 4.5, and then clip back to yourself.
So up around here.
Yep, up around there. Yeah, and then your gray lanyard's long enough that you can go all the way back to yourself, which is always your preferred thing, you know, to clip to yourself rather than to clip to something, to clip to the lanyard.
Okay. Oh, man, if my mom is watching this, she is freaking out right now. Peggy, are you on? Are you watching?
And then you can just head up, and then you can unclip your yellow lanyard, just leave it hanging on the climbing line for when you come back down.
Okay.
Is what I've been doing.
Yep, that makes sense. Don't worry, everybody. I've climbed other places before. It's just new on this vessel to me. So I feel confident.
Through the cross trees.
It's just a new thing. Okay, so you're going up between the puttock shrouds. Ooh, I can barely get up in there. Okay. Those of you who haven't noticed, Liam is super slender, which is why we make him the bosun, because then he can just slip between these cross trees without worrying about hips getting hot like mine are right now. Okay. I can hold on to this shroud bit here. Okay.
Yeah, you can clip with your
Woo!
blue
I'm
energy.
up.
As soon as you're up, try to clip to
Get the
something
blue.
as high as your harness or higher.
Okay.
Because you want to minimize your fall factor.
I don't want to fall either. Okay. So something high up, like on the mast or on the
Yeah,
side?
you can clip to any of this hardware here. You can clip directly or when undoing your gray lanyard and then leading it through like I've done.
Oh, okay. So you clip with your blue and your gray, or? Oops. Oh,
All right, and now we're up here. I have never been aloft.
You've never been aloft? Oh.
Topsail aloft.
Oh, cool. Can everybody
It's a-
see the topsail in our cameras right now? Kat, give us a holler if you can see the topsails.
Cat's just looking out at the river.
She's busy.
Oh, Molly's.
She's busy. She's managing the live stream. You put your gray through the shackle and then back to your harness.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. Here's our fabulous sunburst.
I don't know if the city is
Oh,
too far away to see. Yeah, I'm trying to get shots of the city, but
On deck! Ready, boat! Nope. Oh, driving.
all right. Oh, I wonder if we
Short
can.
sheet drive.
Can we get this from above?
Yeah, sure. Oop.
You're looking aft.
Yeah, looking aft, looking down at the quarterdeck.
I'm looking forward at the jib. Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
What'd she say?
She said my shot looks great. Your shot, not so much. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Yours is probably great too. Quite the view from up here, huh?
Yeah, well, we're taking our time with this jive. I'm just gonna.
It's a delayed jibe, apparently. Oh, there it goes. I feel it.
Nick's just pulling it across.
Yeah, we don't have a ton of wind today, in case everybody hasn't noticed. We're still sailing, just not ripping. That's the expression Chelsea says, bone in our teeth. We do not have a bone in our
Yeah, we
teeth
do
today.
not have a bone in our teeth. There's 0 bones in our teeth.
Slow sailing maneuvers with the sloop Clearwater.
Amy's just sitting in the yawl. What is she doing there?
She's sitting in the yawl?
Yeah.
Is the yawl on the
It's on the falls, yeah. Which must be draining it.
Because somebody forgot to put the plug in.
We all did.
Oh, fish jump. I don't know if you guys can see it from all the way up here, but right off our bowsprit, there was a fish jumping.
Great.
Good job, Liam.
Pretty cool to be on a 18th century or 19th century or whatever boat in the middle of the river when you're next to Manhattan.
Yeah, I just keep thinking that I was here at the first week of March, right before COVID happened, and just walking around with, with one perspective of the city, and now this is an entirely different perspective of the city.
Best way to see Manhattan is from the river.
Kind of, yeah. I went up to the top of the Rockefeller, but this is pretty spectacular too.
Yeah. If only we had old pal Emmanuel Portez here. They used to give scavenger hunt tours on this small boat in New York Harbor, and they would point at buildings and tell you the history of each building and all this stuff. And I hardly know anything. All I know is that that's a waste treatment plant over there.
You know the important things, like where
yeah,
wastewater gets treated.
Sewage treatment plants, dead ahead. And the beautiful Hudson, the park that runs up the west side of Manhattan, which is really lovely. And this was, if I'm not mistaken, the site of a very contentious legal battle in the history of the Hudson environmentalism about a proposed highway. But unfortunately, details of that case are escaping me right now. Maybe someone else on the Zoom call can talk about it or something.
Yeah. Our legal expert.
Our legal expert. That'd be Manna, I guess, but I don't know if she's on the call.
I think so. Looks like we got some traffic coming towards us.
Yeah, I got four big barges. Some of them might be anchored. That's an anchorage there, but it looks like a couple of them are getting close to us. On deck! On deck! Fabulous, yeah. Quiet for 2 minutes.
Can you mute yours?
Yeah.
Hey everybody, we're here on the Clearwater still. We're sailing downwind with two people aloft right now, getting the views of Manhattan in the background. We've now sailed underneath the George Washington Bridge and we're getting ready to jibe. So our mainsail is coming across, the wind's astern of us, and we're passing all these apartment buildings and apartment complexes, various locations that other people live. And just a reminder that this vessel is our home. This is where we live. We eat here, we sleep here, we cook here. We've been self-isolating and quarantining on this boat now for this entire trip. And we're not currently wearing masks while we're in our home. As we get closer to the city, we are aware that things are getting more densely populated, and we're monitoring it. But this is just a reminder that this is our home, just like all these many apartments we're passing by where people live. And thank you all for respecting the comfort of our home and us living here. And Anna and Liam are aloft. We have all three of our sails set, and we'll get ready to set our pennant here in just a moment to get all of our cameras we've got on board flying.
Great. Well, that was a nice little discussion with Amy. We're back up here getting another perspective on our beautiful sunburst. I've also never been aloft while we drive to the main. That was also a new experience for me and for Anna. You're getting all the exciting bits in your first go here.
To look down at the deck right now too, which is super cool. They look like little ants down there.
Yeah. Yes.
And I could see a flag going down right next to me here. This is where they're gonna put up the pennant here on the side. So
That's gonna be funny.
Maybe, should I get to your side so I don't get whacked with that pole when they?
I'd be mindful of it. They might want you over there to help you, to help them make sure it doesn't foul in the Thomas shrouds, which it does all the time. But yeah, be wary. Yeah. But yeah, it's really nice to bring people aloft because this is a perspective that most people who come on this boat never get to get. Even most of the crew don't really come up here very much because we don't need to come up here to set sail. So it's really nice. I hope whoever's watching this, whoever watches it later, gets to appreciate that this is a perspective that not very many people get to have normally up here among all of our rigging. 75 feet from the water. Got the
or like lots of masts and lots of canvas in the way. But this one, it's pretty clear view of what's below.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Nerve-wracking, but also
yeah, right. Yeah, no, it's we have a pretty simple rig altogether. I mean, I know it might seem like there's a lot of rope up here, but we to people who don't sail. But Anna here has been on square riggers, which have way more lines. We've got a simple rig, 3 sails. Yeah, no, it's nice.
I just know we're setting a sail, but I don't
Right.
all the physics knowledge behind it. Whereas with this, it's like I feel like I've actually got a better understanding now after being here for a month or so.
Yeah.
Not that I can sail it on my own, definitely not.
Right. Well, I expects that after a month. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, the first time I went aloft was when I worked here in 2017, and like I was saying earlier when I was talking about being the bosun, the best way to become the bosun is when you're the deckhand, just bother the bosun. And so I got to come aloft the very first trip aloft for that season to help start setting up the rig because all these things, all these blocks, all these lines, this chain up here, this stuff all comes down for the winter. So it comes down in the fall and gets put back up in the spring. Up rig and down rig, we call it. And I came up with the then bosun, and she was up here and she was waiting for me. And I got to maybe like 8 feet below where I am right now, and I just thought, this is crazy. I can't believe I'm up here. And I just froze for a second. But then I thought, the bosun's waiting for me. She's counting on me. I got to keep climbing. So I kept climbing up and I got up here and I did the job. Now I love working up here. It's one of my favorite things to do is come up and work aloft. But that first time I was really scared. I was terrified.
This would be like a scary first time aloft. You go pretty high your first time aloft. Well, I guess I suppose you could stop halfway up if it was
right.
Too much for you or something. On sure. Yeah, there's kind of like stopping points. It's like, oh, okay, I made it to like the first like
set of
top,
right, yeah.
top. I made it to the first yard, and then you can kind of pause there and decide if you want to keep going. here it's like there's just kind of a straight shot to the top.
Yeah, one long run. 70 feet of shrouds that you got to climb up.
It's like a lot of head scratching.
Yeah, I was deciding what to do next.
Hey, Anna, can you unmute?
Sure. We just get kind of like an echo between Liam and I, but I can unmute. Is that okay? Is that okay?
Yeah, it's not echoing on my end, so.
Oh, okay.
Okay, great.
For us up here, it sounds pretty goofy, but if it sounds okay with you guys, we can keep talking.
Okay, well, light wind or downwind. You can see that the jib is, well, I don't know if you can see the jib, but I don't know which view you're looking at, but the jib is totally slack because it's being shadowed by the main. Blanketed, as some people say.
I don't know if I'm on right now, but I'm gonna go over the side here and just show this flag here. We're flying off of our starboard side today. Some of us stitched together. We had a black flag already, and we stitched BLM on it for Black Lives Matter. So we are trying to show our support here as we sail around on the Hudson River. So this isn't a very good shot of it, I guess. You can't really see it too much, but we've got our black flag up.
Yes.
And yeah, I only show that to show there is a little bit of wind, but then it's not getting to our jib sail.
Yeah. And our flag on the other side, which is our Earth flag, is hanging totally limp because it's on the side where the main is right now. So it's a little bit of sail physics there for you, I guess.
Things you just learn to notice as a sailor, right? Like which flags are flapping, which ones aren't.
You always got to be paying attention to the wind. It's sometimes weirdly difficult to figure out where the wind is coming from. It becomes a skill that you have to cultivate. But yeah, of course, I was spending all this time talking about Manhattan. I really should give due credit. New Jersey is over here too.
Yeah, Amy would like to know that. We pointed out New Jersey as well.
Yes. New Jersey. Yeah, my friend. I should have told I have a friend of mine in Jersey City. He could probably see us right now from his.
Oh.
No, he can't. His window faces away from the river. Never mind.
So we've got like a line of jet skis just blazing along here. Uh-oh. I think the pennant is coming up. All these lines in front of me are moving.
They're trying to set it. Oh, that's funny. They're trying to set
They're
it
setting
forward.
it forward? Okay.
I wonder why they're doing that. I've never done that before.
They're down there. You can see them. They're kind of like ants below my boots. Okay. Don't hit me with that flagpole. Here it comes. It's like a little green and white flag that's long and skinny. They've got it made off on this flagpole that they're raising up here. And the idea, here it comes, is that once they get it up there, they are going to tug it so that the flagpole actually flips up and like inverts itself, and then they can tug that pennant flag free by tugging on the other line.
It's
kind of like a magic trick. I'm still not exactly sure how it works. So right now it's led. Liam, can you see what it's doing?
Kind of, yeah.
Oh, there it goes. Okay.
So that's unfurled. Now let's see if they flip it up.
Oh, and they got it. Woohoo!
Hey, Clearwater.
Yes.
Fabulous.
It's still a little wonky there. I think it needs a little more wind. But that is the pennant.
It's not streaming out the way you would like a pennant to.
All right. go this way. You should have written some like messages on the deck or something like that before coming up here. Could have
That would be fun, yeah.
advertising sponsors maybe. Just kidding, I don't think they're that famous yet.
Not yet.
Just wait till this documentary comes out about us. Should I have everybody wave? On deck! Wave! There we go. Great.
You need to what? Okay,
You want
great.
us- are you gonna be live while we climb down? Okay. We'll just continue to hang out.
Yeah. I
Do
guess
whatever you want us to do, Kat.
one kind of interesting thing about this boat from a sailing perspective is how big of a mainsail we have, and because it's gaff rigged and we sheet really far out, we can kind of pretend, not really, but kind of pretend as if we're a square rigger. We
Yeah.
can sail closer to downwind than a lot of fore and aft rigged boats. Most modern fore and aft rigged boats will have, especially if they're racing boats, will have a sail called a spinnaker, which is this huge sort of balloon kind of, or parachute almost sort of thing that goes out in front of the boat when they're sailing downwind. But instead of having that, we just take our mainsail and sheet it really far out and call that good enough. You can't really do with a modern high aspect.
What's up, Kat?
All right,
Down?
start
Stay
laying
live.
low.
All right. All right. Okay, I'm
Stay
gonna
live.
tape my camera back to my shirt here.
Yeah, so just make sure you're not unclipping all of your things at any point, but just do the reverse of what you did to get up.
Right. Okay. So I did the gray one around the cross tree.
Yep. Just gonna take a couple last sweeps of the horizon here.
I don't know if I can. I gotta do my blue one before I do my gray one. I made a mistake already. Hold on. The blue one is too short. I can't squat down to get the gray one around the cross trees.
Yeah, so what I'll do is clip the blue one straight to the shear pole of the topmost shrouds. That lets you kneel low enough to crouch then. Or kneel low enough to get the gray around the cross trees.
I think Michael's got his drone out and he's trying to get some footage of us maybe. Michael, take my picture.
That's all he's been doing for a week and a half. Oh,
Whoa. Drone on the lifeline.
going rogue.
It's actually pretty funny to watch from up here. Okay. This goes. Do I want it just around the cross tree? I can't really get around the putting shroud this time.
Around so if you just put it on the cross tree and then you climb through the futtock shrouds, then it'll just follow you through, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
I can't see what you're doing, unfortunately, now that I'm on the other side of the...
We should have strapped our phones to like our foreheads instead, so that way it can like see what we're doing.
Yeah. Oh well.
I
Would've
think
been a
right
little
now I'm
clunky.
just getting a shot of the mast, unfortunately.
Oh, the mast is incredibly interesting. Look at this. This is a single tree, the Douglas fir from the West Coast. Incredible, is it not? Yeah, so. Yeah, once you're below, you can clip your yellow back to yourself, and remember to screw it shut, obviously. And daisy chain your gray, and then you're ready to. Well, you can always climb around the outside, which I often do. Especially if I'm coming up with a bunch of tools or things tied to my harness. All right. Take a look at things. Come up here. All right, you're below the cross trees and you flip to your yellow. Great. Yeah. Beautiful. All right. You get in? I'm starting to lay low.
Well, it's not done. We've not done with it.
Need leather oil. Treat this leather. It's getting real crispy. Yeah, it's great. Yeah. Yeah, that's sort of a contentious thing. A lot of boats, they just free climb, but I think that's going to happen less and less these days. Yeah. Ah. All right. Back on deck. Woo! Hannah's still up, so. Oh, God. This is far away. I can touch it very easily. Touch it normal. Our banner's time. Grommets.
on deck.
Back on deck.
Woo-hoo.
Thank you so much, everybody, for climbing Aloft with us. I hope you all enjoyed the views, and check in with us tomorrow. We'll be doing more live stuff, and enjoy the beautiful day.